Welcome back. You just saw there with ABC's special coverage that this eye wall is starting to come on shore. It's partially on shore right now. And Ginger Zia was reporting there from Fort Myers. The winds were just incredible. The storm surge incredible. And it's only going to get worse, as she pointed out, as this hurricane now moves on shore. And you can see it as a Category 4 storm. Winds at 155 miles per hour, gusting to 190. And it is going to cause a lot of problems here. We are getting a wind gust now. Punta Gorda up around 106. Says 76 here in Fort Myers, but maybe that the equipment is shutting down at this point. The numbers probably much higher than that, and you're going to see some big numbers here as far as wind gusts go here for the next hour with this eye wall coming on shore. Storm surge 12 to 18 feet. That's why there were evacuations up and down the southwest coast of Florida here. And then we talk about the rainfall too, up to 15 inches, maybe more, up towards the Orlando area, Tampa to Orlando. So there will be a lot of freshwater flooding. And the forecast calls for this to still be a Category 3 storm even this evening as it moves on land. 120 mile per hour winds up around Orlando, 70 mile per hour winds. And then as this thing curves around, it'll produce some rain across the Carolinas as well. Some big impacts across the country as far as travel goes. But of course, Florida really front and center, unfortunately, right now with this hurricane. And there will be more updates throughout the day with Hurricane Ian. Meantime, here in San Antonio, it is beautiful. We've got blue skies, 85 degrees. Dew point is at 39 and dropping. Easterly winds at about 6 miles per hour. We do have a wind gust of about 17. But really nice. In the case of that 12-hour forecast, not much changes. 89 degrees by 3 o'clock. We're up around 90 by 5 p.m. That'll be our high temperature today. And with clear skies, you'll see those temperatures fall tonight. 77, 9 p.m. and then falling into the 60s this evening. And just like this morning, we'll see some 50s around the area tomorrow morning. 59 to start. Some places could get into the low 50s. We're looking at you, Hill Country. 91 Thursday, 89 Friday. 89 Saturday, 89 Sunday, maybe a bit more cloud cover Sunday into Monday. But this stretch of weather is beautiful. The only thing I'd say is we need some rain, guys.
We sure do. Thank you, Justin.
And once again, we're going to keep up with ABC's coverage of Hurricane Ian out there off the coast of Florida. If they break in to cover, we will also break in with it. In the meantime, SA Live starts right
now.
Well, coming up today on SA Live, warm cinnamon rolls. What could be better? Wait till you see some of the flavors we're going to be trying. And we're going to show you how to take a white chocolate ganache pour over this and make it pumpkin spice.
Dozens of Hispanic-owned small businesses under one roof. We're taking you shopping today at the Least Modern.
And sure, it feels like fall, but you know what? How about one last little sip of summer? Well, how about Sip It Daiquiris to go? And they've got some fall flavors coming up.
Celebrate San Antonio. Coming to you live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
Hello and happy Wednesday. We have some amazing guests on the show today. Good afternoon. I'm Jen Tobias-Dresky.
And I'm Mike Ostrich. They have all sorts of things. I can't wait to get into it. So we can't wait to try our cinnamon rolls right here. But first, we want to know, for breakfast, make the cinnamon rolls out of the oven. What's your favorite little sweet treat for breakfast?
For me, I like an English muffin. It's a little healthy, okay, with almond butter and sliced bananas.
That's good.
It's really good, yeah.
I'll take cinnamon roll.
What about you?
Cinnamon roll.
Okay, cinnamon roll.
I mean, just a good, my grandmother used to make cinnamon roll. Oh, yes. Okay.
Nice and warm, right? We want to know what yours is. Just share your comments on Facebook and Twitter. Tag us at SA Live KSAT, and we may share your answers a little later in the show. All right, let's get this show rolling. Cinnamon rolling, as Mike just mentioned, one of his favorites. Cinnamon is already a great fall flavor, but our next guest is taking this classic treat to the next level. Oh my gosh, look at that.
I know. My mouth just started watering. Ashley Griggs, owner of Piece of Cake, is here to show us 3 ways to make an amazing cinnamon roll even better. Good afternoon, Ashley.
So happy you're here.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are making the good stuff to put on top, and right now we've got what? Cream?
Yep, heavy whipping cream and white chocolate chips. We're going to make a white chocolate ganache.
Ooh.
Sounds amazing already.
Yes,
and
so
this
you
is gonna
just
go
keep on
over?
stirring. Yes. Until it combines.
That melts quick, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And this will top off one of these cinnamon rolls. Tell me about what we have here.
Okay, so we have a pumpkin spice cinnamon roll, apple cinnamon roll that's going to get some homemade caramel on top, and a chai inspired cinnamon roll, and we're gonna make a homemade chai spice frosting to go right on top of it.
Oh my goodness. And the one that Mike is working on will go on top of the
Whoops.
Pumpkin.
I slopped.
Yes.
Now, to make this, I mean, as is, this would be wonderful over a cinnamon roll, but we're going to make it a little bit better to pumpkin spice it up. And this is kind of the holy quartet of pumpkin spice. What do we have here?
Okay, so we have some ginger.
And just a little, like a...
Yep, just a little dab
Just
of
a
each.
Dot like that?
Yes.
Okay.
And some
Little
cinnamon. There you go. Some nutmeg.
Okay.
And some allspice.
And we were talking about this. Allspice is actually a plant called an allspice. I thought it was all the spices together. But I'm just having a good old time making a mess of this silver
Hey,
here.
that's
so,
okay.
Okay,
You just
so
keep stirring it till the white goes away.
all right.
I love
And
how
then
you
you
can
have
add
it.
the fall flavors really to just kind of bring that out, right?
Exactly.
With the season.
It literally is just a pop of fall right on top of anything. You can top that on any dessert.
What is, or just take a spoon and eat it like that? So
Exactly.
what's your secret to the basic cinnamon roll, though?
So my secret to a really good, just original cinnamon roll is brown sugar and cinnamon and butter, honestly. That's a
Wow.
really good classic cinnamon roll, and it's so diverse, you can literally put whatever you want in there. And that's what I did with these three here. I did some pumpkin puree for the pumpkin spice, some thinly sliced apples for the caramel apple, and some chai spice for the chai spice cinnamon roll.
I'm going to put that in this bowl
This
to let
is
it
the
cool
finished?
down just a
And
little
that's
bit.
the finished one.
And we just
And
top
you can
it?
pour it right on top of the pumpkin one. That's correct. And you pour as much as you like.
Boy,
Some
I'm
people like
scared.
a drizzle. Some people like it drowned in there. Me personally, I like a little drizzle. But
I think I drowned it.
hey, that's okay. That's all right. You're gonna break into it and it's gonna spread everywhere. And then we have caramel that can go right on top of the apple one in the center.
And then the next one we are going to be making is...
Yes, we're going to be making the chai spiced icing. So go ahead and do a tablespoon and a teaspoon. So it's gonna be 2 of those and 2 of the half.
Okay.
And then you just mix it up and you get to pour it right on top of the cinnamon roll.
And how much sugar do you have in there right now?
I have a half cup of powdered sugar in that bowl.
And this is just the classic recipe for a good good frosting like this, right?
Yes, so a classic frosting, a lot of people do like a different variation with like cream cheese and adding butter. I honestly just go with powdered sugar and milk, and you don't add too much because you want it to still be nice and thick and drizzle on really nicely.
Okay. I think
You don't
I'm
want to
able
overcomplicate it, right?
Exactly.
Sometimes you can do that. And this chai, you said you love the chai lattes, right?
Yes,
So
I
This is where
do.
this was inspired from.
That's exactly where it's inspired from.
So you're also a catering company. These look beautiful, by the way. Are you going to sample one?
Yes, of course.
Yes, and there's forks right here.
I'm waiting for you to go first.
You know me better than that,
While we do this,
Jen.
tell us about your catering.
Okay, so I
Read the
do
chat.
a live burger bar. I do brunch. I do a wide variety of things, if I'm being honest, and I love doing grazing tables as well. I do everything.
And I mean, just
So good.
like
Thank
it's
you.
almost like a giant charcuterie plate on a table, right?
Exactly, yes. And you literally get to put your own spin. No table is the same as the other. You just literally put things on to make it aesthetically pleasing. And it's, I love being able to do that and literally put in my own touch to it.
And what's great for Halloween, you have a goodie box, right? Tell
Yes,
us what's
I
in
do.
that. Oh, I see it there.
I have some chocolate chip cookies, I do cake pops, and I do Halloween candy as well as cupcakes.
Look how cute those are.
know.
Amazing.
It's adorable. And this is
All right.
delicious.
And
Thank
you do all
you.
different kinds of events so people can contact you for any upcoming party or special occasion,
That's
right?
correct. Yes,
Thank
they
you
can.
so much. What do you think, Mike? Happy dance? Yes, it was delicious. And if you'd like to book piece of cake for your next event, we have a link to their website on ours. Just head over to salive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab.
Okay, I got that shoot up just in time. All right, if you're looking to support local during Hispanic Heritage Month, there is one shop that has quite a variety all under one roof.
Have to go shopping. What a tough assignment, right? Taking you to
Somebody had to do
Police.
it.
I know, Police Modern gifts for anybody in your family or your friends or maybe for yourself. Just saying, take a look. So you put some together here, and they all look adorable.
This
Super
table,
cute.
yeah, the table has about like 20 vendors. I was like making a list. There's like 20 vendors that we carry, makers that we carry. And so just starting off from the corner, We have a brand called Chic Miami. They're from Miami, but they now call San Antonio home. They make these really gorgeous laser cut, hand painted pieces. And anything from earrings to ornaments, we carry them. There's also some really cute skeletons that would translate from Halloween to Day of the Dead, and they're made by me. Feliz is very supportive and kind.
You're super
Yeah,
talented, by the way.
All of our stuff.
Wow, amazing.
And then we are releasing like this cool print by a new artist, and the name is Simone Martinez. She does these really cool, like just a cool perspective on like the classic Topo Chico. It's very artsy and gorge. And then I wanted to also talk about Cultura campaign. These are like our best sellers here. It's like her take on the Pantone prints, and it's like all of our faves like conchas, hot Cheetos, and salsa, and we have all the different versions in mini prints as well.
Love the hot Cheeto.
Yeah, I'm like, I can relate to those red fingers. Even this really fun Millennial Loteria puzzle by Mike Alfaro. This comes all the way from California.
I love that y'all support Oliver.
Yeah, all over. Like his loterias kind of was like started the craze,
Yes.
and then we just like, okay, any new product we have to have it.
Love it.
There's even some new cards from a brand, Ye Itzel. She's also from California. And then you'll see here we just have a tray of really fun statement like pieces. We don't like a small earring. We just want to go big.
Yes.
And yeah,
And colorful.
color texture. These are based off of Natalie's paintings, and so they're just like a little mini version. You have a little piece of art walking around with you.
Beautiful.
There's also some Cultura campaign notepads, and then we have JZD. She just did a collab with Target, and we have some of her products, and these little pins are really cool and inspiring. Let's see, and then right over here we have Flynn Craft House. It's a South Texas-based brand, and these are just really fun sticker sheets. So Bonita, that's like a Corpus-based brand, I believe, and she just makes these really fun, kind of modern, cool earrings. There's also a brand here by Mexico in My Pocket. They're all the way from Brooklyn, New York, and they do these really cool journals. We have a few other items from them. And then our Houston favorite, Gabby, aka Miradella. This is like one of our best sellers. And then if you just want to bring in the good vibes, you can wear this really cool hat that just like matches with everything.
Yes. And the Concha Pillows, oh my goodness.
Concha Pillows, yes, this is from that same brand, So Chico, that does the dog toys and the Concha little coin purse, and we have them in all the flavors.
I love it.
Makes a really cute gift.
And then those candies are my favorite.
Yes, which one? The
So
enchiladas?
good. Yes, all of them.
All of them, yeah, like they're all really good. It's like got that chamoy and that spicy salt, just super tasty. And then we also have the tamalitos, which is like an Austin, San Antonio based brand. Really cool and tasty.
And so food, but also earrings, decor, all the things. Really, if you need to buy a gift for someone, I think this is the perfect place.
One-stop shop.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, so we're at 110 West Olmos Drive. We're open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 12 to 4 on Sundays.
All right, and then you also have some items for Day of the Dead, so they can come buy some of those beautiful pops of color, right?
Yes, yeah, we also have, just like as soon as you walk in the center table, it's like made in Mexico pieces, great to add to your altar.
Always a pleasure to be here. It's time for me to do some shopping. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For more information, you can head over to SALive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab, or scan the QR code right on your screen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guess up. What'd you buy?
I bought a shirt, the one that was on display. Every time I go there, I have to take something.
Yeah,
right?
it's a perfect place if you need like a little hostess gift. It's like, what
Yes.
do I get? Oh, get something there.
And they can help you if you need help finding something for somebody. Oh, and for the dogs too. They have the cutest little hats and all the things.
And you can look at it all because they got a pop-up market this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. right over there at Feliz Modern.
Yep, such a good time. All right, still ahead on SA Live. Don't want the kids to eat every single piece of candy they get while trick-or-treating. We're showing you something fun to do with that leftover Halloween candy.
But first, New Orleans Coffee in the Alamo City, the big day getting ready to celebrate and how you can get something free out of it. That's next on SA Live. Welcome back to SA Live. Well, it has the touch cooler weather in the mornings. Got you craving a fall boost to kick off your day.
Kyle Gola from PJ's Coffee is here in San Antonio to show us some of the drinks they have. The PJ is now here in San Antonio, right?
Yes.
Bringing a taste of New Orleans here, but we have a fall mood happening with these drinks. Welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Okay, reading the names, I was thinking, are you making coffee or dessert?
Hey, a little bit of both today for sure.
Okay,
Little
what-
wake me up, little sweets.
Okay, what are we starting with?
We're going to start with our cold brew, the Bananas Foster's cold brew. That's just going to be our cold brew, or our flavored roast coffee brewed. It's not going to be sweet. I'm sorry, I didn't turn
wait.
that.
Oh,
So glad you're here to help me. Okay.
Our flavored roasts aren't brewed to be sweet. It's just a flavor extract, and so that's going to give you a really heavy, like banana, ripe banana, a little bit of rum, brown sugar.
so that's in the coffee bean, all the flavor is?
Yes, sir,
Oh, I
absolutely.
have to smell that. Let me smell.
Yeah, that's gonna be like mom's banana nut bread for
Oh,
sure.
wow.
And then we top it with our pumpkin sweet cold foam on top of there.
I was,
As you can see, I don't do this
because I was
for
thinking it was going to be all the banana flavorings and all the pecan flavors and everything, but it's all done into the bean
Yes, it's
themselves.
all gonna be in the roast itself. Yes, sir.
Ah, interesting. Okay, and of course, you know, to go with that, if you'd like, you also have some sweets at your place that are actual sweet.
Yeah,
sweet
some
type coffees,
beignets
isn't it?
actually, a little taste of New Orleans. We're one of the very few places you can get that here in San Antonio, so we pride ourselves on those. Made to order, fresh every day, so.
Okay, now if you'd like another dessert in coffee form, I am doing a s'mores velvet ice.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what do we have here?
So that's our espresso concentrate mixed with a little bit of whole milk. That's gonna go right in there with the ice. We add a couple scoops of our mocha powder. It's a blended mocha powder drink mix.
2,
I like it already.
and
And
then
then some pumps of toasted marshmallow flavoring.
1, 2, 3, 4. Put the lid on,
Yeah, we'll
and
just
we are
blend
going
that one
to
up.
go to town here. Covered down, number 4.
And these change with the season, right? You
They
always-
do, yes. And so they rotate, I don't want to say too often, but right now we're on a 2-month cycle. So at the when Halloween hits in November, we're starting our holiday.
So about, is this going to shut off
You
automatically?
can hit 4 again.
Hit it again. Ah, here we go. About how many different flavors do you have?
So far as flavored roasts go, I'd say we have anywhere from like 6 to 8 at a time. They do rotate.
Just go in here?
Yeah, straight in.
Just- okay.
It is a little chunky though. It does make a mess in the shop quite often. You're doing quite well though.
You have the chocolate on the bottom, right?
The chocolate on the bottom, a little dab of whipped cream in there as well.
Yum.
Ooh,
And then we top it with the regular whipped cream. I believe it's right underneath.
oh, here I am. Okay.
Yeah. A little chocolate syrup,
Little
and
chocolate.
then graham cracker.
Oh,
on top.
so it is definitely a
Oh
s'more
yeah,
going
you
on
get
here.
all
More
the
flavors.
essence of that s'mores.
And you have 4 locations, right?
4 locations in San Antonio. We're right past the rim, off the Camp Bullis turnaround, and then we have one on Bandera Road, Braun Road, and then in the Colonnade actually.
This is not going to end well if I try and drink this like this, is it?
We'll get you a straw. Mike.
Okay.
Yes.
And that one's turned us. So.
Oh yeah, so we'll
Sorry
turn this.
about
Which
that.
one are we pouring here?
So that one's going to be just our house cold brew there, but we put a little spin on it for fall with our pumpkin. It's a pumpkin pie sauce that we use, so it's not so much a pumpkin spice. Makes it a little bit different than others that you'll probably try out there in the world.
So pour some.
Yeah, a couple pumps there. I'll help you out.
Teamwork here. Yes.
And then just give it a good mix, and we top it with that same pumpkin sweet cold foam.
Tell me
And-
about this cold foam, because that is really delicious.
So that's actually a mixture. Our regular sweet cold foam is vanilla flavored, heavy cream, whole milk, vanilla. This one just replaces the vanilla with this pumpkin syrup that we have here.
And these are some of the October fall flavors, but then you said you've got them coming up starting.
Yeah,
in-
starting November 1st, we'll have our next run of our limited time offers, and that's going to be our holiday flavors, stuff like Jingle Bells and Santa's Blend. We got some few surprises coming up.
Perfect. Also, don't forget, you can get a free small hot coffee or cold brew from PJ's Coffee with the promo code COFFEE, but only when using the mobile app. And for more information, go to our website, SALive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, or just scan that QR code right there on your screen. Thank you, sir. Delicious.
Yeah, thank y'all. I
you so
appreciate it.
much. Still ahead on SA Live, not ready to let go of summer, where you can get these drinks that will blast you back to the beach with one sip.
And next on SA Live, well, fall's a great time to get your garden growing. We've got some tips on what you should be planting and how to turn those veggies and herbs into healthy meals. That is straight ahead. SA Live, September is Hunger Action Month, and KSAT Community is partnering with the San Antonio Food Bank to help you learn how to grow your own garden on a budget.
Angela McDermott, Farm Manager of Agricultural Initiatives Program at the San Antonio Food Bank, is here to help us flex our green thumbs, right? Welcome.
Hello. Hi. Nice to meet y'all.
She has so much wonderful information. So, for the non-green thumb folks, what is the easy thing to plant?
So easier things to plant right now, some root vegetables. So we've got some examples of some onions and some potatoes in our area. And you can see the root, you can just take an onion from the store, put that just put it on top of the soil, and that'll get it ready for rooting.
So, because usually I would cut that, or well, leave that to term, but cut that off.
You'd cut that off if you were going to be cooking. So if you're coming to one of our nutrition classes, you'd cut that off, and then you get cooking. But if you're looking for planting in the spring, you're going to go ahead and put that in the soil. Then you can take a little bit of soil and just put that on top. You're going to bury that.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
That seems really easy,
And
though, right?
it's
a great way to.
That's it?
That's it. So, if you have these onions that are kind of lying around, they've got a little bit of green on them, you're not sure what to do, you can go ahead and put those in the soil and you can plant them.
Oh, you mean, so the ones that have stayed in the fridge a little too long, they get kind of shoved back in the crisper drawer and you're like, ooh, I've got a science experiment going, put them in the ground.
You can put them in the ground.
Okay.
How about that?
What about potatoes?
The
Potatoes, same thing. You're going to look for the eyes on the potatoes, and those are those little nubby things on the top. And then the same thing with those potatoes. You're going to kind of dig a little hole a little bit like that, and then just go ahead and plant that potato, put some more soil on top.
Do the eyes have to be down?
You want the eyes facing up.
You want them up, okay. Now,
And we're using a small container. Usually you're going to put your potatoes in a much larger container.
do you cut the eyes apart and plant one in each?
You can.
Okay.
But if you're kind of beginner and you're not sure what to do, you're like, should I cut the eyes? Should I not? Just go. You can put that whole, especially if it's a small potato, you can put that whole potato in there.
And
didn't know you could
now,
do
when
this.
are these going to
Amazing.
start to? When am I going to be eating potatoes and onions?
So you'll see the onions. You'll start to see the greens. You can cut the greens if you want. Some people like to have it kind of like a chive kind of thing, so you can cut those greens off. But usually you're going to wait all throughout the winter, and then in the spring they're going to come up. They'll be ready for planting.
For planting in your garden, and if
They'll be
not,
ready, they'll be ready for harvesting. Yeah, in the
Now,
spring.
how many onions and potatoes am I going to get out of that?
So you'll get one onion, and then you might get like 3 or 4 little potatoes out of that.
and then you have the seeds as well.
And the seeds are so right now is the best time for planting your seeds. So the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, they have a planting guide, resources online, and they'll let you know by region when you can plant. So this is a great resource for it.
The other easy thing to do, kind of foolproof for beginners, are growing herbs too.
That's right. So you want to look for transplants, especially if you're a beginner. We've got some tarragon, some parsley, cilantro, and thyme. So these are great herbs that you can get started with in your garden. A lot of people think they see the seed packets, they want to get started. That's a little bit more intermediate to advanced planting. So if you've been planting for a while, for a few seasons, you might want to get into that. But if you're just beginning, go ahead and get your transplants. And the great thing is, the more you trim them, and you only want to trim about 50% of the plant. Don't take any more than that. That way you can keep cutting and growing your plant at the same time. So
And
it
these can
last
just be
all
right there on your window shelf in front of the
Inside,
kitchen sink or
right?
something like that. A
That's
little bit of water and you're good to go and snip and cook and all that.
That's right.
Now, bigger ones, you said even fruit trees you can start growing?
That's right. In Texas, our official Texas Arbor Day is November 4th, or the first Friday in November. So we've got a citrus tree right there. We've got an apple, and then we have a blackberry. So that blackberry, a lot of times you'll go into a nursery and you'll just see some sticks, and you're thinking, is that going to grow anything?
People wouldn't want to buy that.
pass
You're like,
by it.
no.
Like, no.
That's right. It looks like, oh no, it can't be alive, but it is. So it's
I
just
see the
going
little
into a
leaf.
dormant. That's right, just one little leaf on there. We just transplanted that a few weeks ago. But it's going to go into a dormant season into the fall, but then in the spring, as long as you're watering it, take care of it, you'll start to see those leaves grow back, and then you'll get blackberries in the summer.
Oh.
You have an event coming up, right?
That's right. We are partnering with the Central Texas Mycology Society. We have a mushroom workshop that's October 1st, this Saturday, where people can bring their own baskets and learn how to grow their own mushrooms. And then if for some reason your mushrooms just don't seem to grow the way you want them to, we teach you how to take those mushrooms and some scraps from your house, and you can make your own compost.
They also have a hotline just trying to teach people, maybe you can grow your own food a little bit. So if you need to talk to the experts, like Angela.
Yes, that hotline you mentioned.
You can
all the
talk to,
things.
yes, you can call
The
the
Mushroom Cultivation Workshop is this Saturday, 10 a.m. to noon. San Antonio Food Bank, $25 donation. Kids are 12 and under are free. Angela, thank you very much. Great information.
Yes, and you can find out more about Hunger Action Month and how you can help ksatcommunity.com. Just scan the QR code on your screen. Angela, again, thank you. Lots of great knowledge.
Next on SA Live, need a day camp for the kids when school's out where they can make a mess and have some fun and let their creativity run wild. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to SA Live. Halloween candy isn't only for your child's sweet tooth, it can feed your child's creativity.
Okay, I'm waiting for the zoom out to continue because that is the cutest thing in the world, and it's all created by Shannon Schumacher, owner of Kid Create Studio, here to show us how to turn candy into art and fun projects for grown-ups and kids to do together.
Grown-ups and kids, that's right. So we are here today. Thank you guys so much for having us back. And we're here today to make our candy graveyard. So this is a class that we have coming up. It's a parent and child create night. So parents get to join in with their children. They get to get messy and they get to get creative. And we're making it with candy. So who doesn't love that?
They're adorable. So I'm gonna grab some of these.
And it's just a circle of cardboard, right?
That is right. This is a circle of cardboard. We've put chocolate frosting on it to be the base and to be the ground in our graveyard. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting in candy corn and candy corn pumpkin. So that's the first thing we're going to be doing. So just put those little candy corn.
I love
right
the idea of the frosting on the ground. I would have never thought of that. But it works like glue too.
It helps it stick. And then also with our graveyard, we have the clay tree. So the kids get to rough that up and make it look like a spooky tree that you would find in a graveyard. And then lots of crazy branches are our pipe cleaners.
I hate to copy, but I keep looking at yours trying to imitate that one.
That one looks so good. You're right.
So,
You're right.
Can I do the pine cone in there too?
You go for it. Go ahead and put a pine cone in there. And then we also have, these are Model Magic, and they are our little rest in peace gravestones, because you have to have gravestones in a graveyard, right? So
of course you
we're
do.
putting those
what about
in
the ghost?
too.
Are we putting
So
that in there too?
we are putting the ghost in there. So we have, these are peep ghosts. So peeps aren't just for Easter. And we're gonna put that in there because our graveyard is haunted. So
this is so much fun. But now this is a special night for grown-ups and kids, but you also have day camps too, right?
We do. So yeah, we have at the studio, we have weekly classes, we have date nights. We're actually having a glow party this Friday. We have all kinds of events going on, and so we really love anything where we can have a theme or we can kind of go all out. So we've got lots of great fall-inspired classes and Halloween classes coming up.
And these change with the season, I would imagine, right?
Absolutely.
That's probably the fun part about it.
Yeah, so it's so fun. You know, once we're through Halloween, then we're looking straight at Thanksgiving, and then we get into Christmas and the other winter holidays. And it's so exciting. The kids love it. The parents love it. You know, we do one of these for Thanksgiving, and we like to use it as our centerpiece because the kids made it. It's so fun.
About how long are the classes?
So this particular class, it is 2.5 hours, but we do have, most of our classes are different time frames. So like our weekly classes are an hour, date nights are 3 hours, parents, so that gives you enough time to go grab something to eat and then come back and pick up your kiddos while they're having fun making something artsy.
3 hours, that's a good amount of time. And then the leaves, we just
Yep,
fold
you're
these?
gonna go ahead and put these leaves on. They're all fall leaf inspired. I know we don't.
We do just like crinkle them up or something?
Yep, we're just gonna crinkle them up and then
Almost forgot about the leaves here.
put those little pipe cleaners on there just like that, and that adds a nice fall touch.
And you also have another fun project here that we can do. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so this is a fall mosaic. So this is air dry clay. It's in the shape of a leaf. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to take these beads and put them in a pattern, just push them straight into that clay to make a nice mosaic.
or if you wanted to kind of make your name or something like that.
You
Right?
absolutely could. You absolutely could.
This
Oh, this is fun. You can get
much
creative
fun.
with this and come up with your own design.
So how can folks schedule one of the classes for the
So
kids?
they can reach out to our studio or go onto our website. They'll see a nice calendar full of all of our classes, and then they'll be able to register for any that they want to online.
Is there an age limit for?
So we do have on our calendar, you'll see different age recommendations for the classes. So for our parent and child, we do start those at 5 and we go up to 12. And those are just recommendations for the curriculum. So we can't go outside of that if they want to reach out to the studio and talk with us about it.
Okay.
And good for homeschooling too, I would imagine,
Oh,
right?
it's perfect for homeschooling. We actually have a great homeschool class on Tuesdays. It's about 8 kids right now, and the kids love it. They're working through smart art, and it's awesome. And then we do have different day classes that would be perfect for them just to add a little bit of enrichment.
I love this. This is great. Hey, don't forget, all first-time studio guests can try out a 1-hour class for free. Now, you must reach out to Kid Create Studio to get signed up. And for more information, of course, you can go to our website, SALive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab. Shannon, thank you so very much. I love this.
I know, I'm gonna keep working
you
here.
guys.
Thank
Y'all
you.
look so good too.
This is a perfect centerpiece from our table.
Yes, it looks really good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Next on SA Live, one sip and you'll feel like you're on vacation, where you can get these grab-and-go frozen cocktails to turn up your weekend fun. You don't want to miss this.
Welcome back to SA Live. Well, even though the mornings are kind of cool, some folks just don't want to let go of summer, and a great way to do that is maybe take it back to somewhere with a nice little sip of something tropical.
Yes, JC Hess, sipologist from Sip It Daiquiris to Go, is here to show us some of their flavors and how you can mix and match and find your dream daiquiri. And they even have some gummy bears that I'm going to try right now. Okay.
Yeah.
What are these soaked in? These are not ones that you want to let the kids get a hold of.
Keep those away from the kids. They're soaked in our citrus liqueur, and they kind of absorb, as you can tell. They're a little hard to
Slippery
grab.
little suckers.
About twice the size.
Whoa.
That has a little yeah, all right.
Oh.
All right.
Not your kiddos' gummy bears there.
That's full strength, let me tell
Stronger
you.
than you thought, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, so what are we making today?
So we're going to start off with our Monster Juice, which is our flavor of the month. So it's half sour apple and half mango.
Whoops, there we go.
And then we
Okay.
got to throw some nerds in there for a
Just
little razzle dazzle.
sprinkle them on top or mix
Hey,
them
you
in?
can be generous. It's fine.
Yeah, what the heck. Mix those in.
And then we top it off with some gummy worms.
Are these loaded gummy worms? Or
They're
those?
not loaded,
Okay.
but you can add
But they
the gummy
will be
bears
after they're
in
there
there.
for a while. So, oh, and look at the consistency of that. It is kind of ghoulish looking there. So.
Perfect for October.
Yeah.
So they are frozen. So typically they'd be a little bit more frozen than that, but
Interesting flavor. It does
yeah.
taste like Monster Juice. Sort of like. And again, these are not for the kids.
Yes. But
we
you
do
have
have
some for the kids.
Yes, ma'am. We've got virgin drinks for the kids or people who don't drink alcohol. We've got a full kids menu, so lots of options for everyone.
Love
Okay.
that.
What's the next drink?
What's this one?
The next one is my personal favorite. It's the Candyland, so it has mango,
You said just not the whole thing, right?
just like a third, and then strawberry, and cyclone, which is like a blue raspberry.
Okay, those colors are
I
fantastic.
know. I love the colors. Okay.
And it tastes even better than it looks.
Do I mix it?
Yeah, mix it up.
Give it a sip. And you have Jello shots that are.
Absolutely, yeah. We have Jello shots over here. We've got our infused gummies. We even have infused peach rings, as you can see right here. We have our happy hour 1 to 3 Monday through Friday. They're half price, so definitely a great time to come and check us out.
And you are part of Wing It. So you can get some wings,
Yeah.
get a daiquiri to go. And the daiquiris to go, you have them taped up
They're
so you
sealed. You
drive
can
them
take
home and take them,
them
right?
to the pool, home.
And catering's available as well. for your next
Yeah, we
party,
do
get
have
together.
catering. You can join, get online at sipitdaiquiris.com and find one of our 6 locations. We deliver. You can order online and get it delivered to you.
Don't forget about happy hours as well.
Right.
And a loyalty
Jason.
program. Yes,
Yeah.
all the things.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank
Delicious.
you.
Again, Sip It has 5 locations around town, and if you'd like to check them out and give them a sip, you can go to the website, salive.com, and click the As Seen on SA Live tab, or scan that QR code right there on your screen. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Next on SA Live, it's a serious disease that affects men, the warning signs you should look out for, and how a local doctor can help. Stay with us. Welcome back to SA Live on this beautiful fall day at historic Market Square. September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, and our next guest is recognized for his expertise in prosthetic urology. Board-certified urologist Dr. Leroy Jones. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
And how many people are affected, would you say, by prostate cancer?
Well, prostate cancer is something that's very common. Almost in new cases per year, almost 270,000, 1 in 8. So as common as breast cancer is in women.
Wow. And how is prostate cancer related to urinary incontinence?
Prostate cancer by itself doesn't cause urinary incontinence, but some of the treatments, some of the surgical treatment, not a lot of patients can end up incontinent, but it certainly can affect their quality of life.
And this is something that you're here to help with.
Right. So, fortunately, there's great treatment options for patients that do have urinary incontinence. They're outpatient, minimally invasive procedures, less than 45 minutes or so. But you drastically change the quality of life where patients can get out and kind of do their normal activities. Again, it can be very debilitating to leak and wear pads, and some patients 5-6 pads a day, so it's very debilitating.
Right. And can stress urinary incontinence be treated?
Yes. So exactly, stress incontinence, if you cough, laugh, sneeze, pick up something heavy, then you leak urine. And so that's the treatment that's out there. And then there's urge incontinence where you don't have the control, and so that's more medical treatment when you get that urge and you can't suppress it. And so sometimes patients will have both, but we evaluate patients, and there's tests that we do and try and optimize the treatment that's correct for them.
So what are the treatment options?
The minimally invasive treatments, there's what's called the artificial urinary sphincter and then the male sling. The artificial sphincter has been around for almost 50 years. And actually the physician that invented it was originally from San Antonio. He was a professor of mine at Baylor in Houston. And then more recently there was the sling. So that's for more mild incontinence for patients that don't leak very much. And so there's different severities, and then we will again tailor the treatment for that specific patient.
Well, as we talked about earlier, help is available. So I'm sure you've seen some life-changing.
Yeah, the patients, some of the guys and some of the stories that they tell me when they leak is really almost overwhelming. They don't tell me before I treat them, they'll tell me after. And it really affects, they describe being a prisoner in their home, they don't want to go out, they can't play with their grandkids and so forth, and so it really affects them.
All right, options are available. So glad that you're here to share this information with us today. To make an appointment, you can give them a call, 210-920-8282. And to learn more about stress urinary incontinence and how to treat it, visit the website fixincontinence.com. Dr. Jones, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Earlier, we asked you, what is your favorite or your go-to breakfast snack? Ooh. So it has strawberry concha and coffee. Yes, can't go
That sounds good, Sonny. Eggs, bacon, country potatoes, refried beans, cold glass milk.
The whole breakfast.
I was going to say.
I like it.
When did we come over, Victor?
Lori, a cheese Danish. Those are always delicious.
Yes. And they'll say, yep. Ooh.
Can't go wrong with the coffee. Dip it in the coffee. Okay. Homemade cinnamon rolls. Vicky, yes. We have some for you here.
And blueberry pancakes with whipped cream. I love blueberry pancakes. It's really good. The apple mixed with a little cinnamon too. So.
And seasonal fruit on top of a tart. Ooh, I love those tarts with the cream.
I love all kinds. Yes, Jacob. I don't think we had two answers the same. That's what was so amazing with that too. Apple fritters are
They make
good
me
too.
hungry. All right, tomorrow on SA Live, it's National Coffee Day. Ooh, my favorite. And we check out what Java deals and fall menus are brewing in town.
And we found out what plants you should be planting this fall and how to deal with those bugs that are eating them. That and a whole lot more coming up tomorrow at 1 on SA Live. Speaking of coffee.
Thank you. Because they read my mind.
91 with cinnamon rolls.
Tune in tomorrow. Happy Coffee Day early for me.